Where'd you find this?
Oh, let me hear you scream. Body the beat.
What's up, my YouTubers and my fellow J4K family members? It's your boy Boss Man. I just want to talk to y'all briefly about this video that you see before you, which is the homie Str8drop, excuse me. And he's discussing one of the theories that we all have heard, some of believe, and some of us went the opposite direction in what we believe in. And that was the theory of Kenneka Jenkins actually not being in this hotel at all. I know when we watch her move through these hallways, it does not look like her because, of course, she looks really thicker, bigger, to say the least. Of course, we also heard that the reason why she looks bigger is because they merged a lot of images together, because there were several people walking with her through the hallways. That's another theory. Str8drop also says in his video here that he actually spoke with Teresa through Facebook Messenger, I'm assuming, and he asked her, was that her child walking through the hallways, and she said yes. Now, Str8drop saying a lot of people from Chicago has turned against Teresa because they know the truth. And the truth is, Kenneka is not in none of these videos. The video of Kenneka, supposedly Kenneka, when she's in the bathroom with Monifa, they say is Brianna Cotton. I don't know. You have to go to this video and you can see for yourself. Matter of fact, I might show it in a few. But as you can also see on this video, Brianna went to Facebook and says that is not her. And then we have Mr. Planet of the Fakes himself, who also have a similar theory. Listen up.
That y'all have no evidence that Kenneka was at the hotel with one of my favorite videos that I put together.
I don't think that's Kenneka. You do believe it was your daughter? No way. I think that's Kenneka. You do believe it was your daughter? No way. I don't think that's Kenneka. You do believe it was your daughter? No way. I don't think that's Kenneka. I'm gonna show you that in a second. I didn't know it was a baby. If you go into the actual freezer that your daughter was in, we wasn't never to actually go inside their freezer. If you go into the actual freezer that your daughter was in, we wasn't never to go into the actual freezer that your daughter was in. We wasn't never to actually go into the actual freezer that your daughter was in. We wasn't never to.
And I'm gonna pause it right there. The fact that all four of them decided to go the one way no other guest in the hotel went tells me that this is totally fake and they don't have Kenneka with them. That's why they took that dark entrance way, because that girl is not Kenneka. With that being said, I proved it. No one can see her face to confirm that's Kenneka, and there's no reasonable explanation why they would go that dark way, unless they didn't want y'all to see whose face. Because if you look at the rest of the 36-hour footage, you're going to see Bree, Shamaya, and Monifa walk up and down this ramp. So they didn't have any problem going up this ramp. You know who had a problem coming up this ramp? The fake Kenneka.
Now, I want to stop it right there. That's a theory in itself. And if anyone believes that, then you have to go back and say Kenneka was killed on the 6th, which is another theory that a lot of people said. Okay, so that then brings you to, if she was not in this hotel at all, and this was coerced, or this was just a walkthrough to pretend this is where she was killed at, I think they went through a lot of work to try to prove that, if you get what I'm saying. All of the editing that you see, all of the tampering with the cameras, like, really, they went through a lot of work to prove that that was Kenneka in the hotel. But then they now are put in a position where they're about to go through a lawsuit for negligence. So does that still make sense to you? Not to me. If Kenneka was killed in a different hotel or was killed prior to this, and Rosemont, which is the big dog, the moneymaker of Chicago, or of Rosemont, excuse me, that doesn't make sense to me at all.
I think it's only one Kenneka. Those who think there's only one Kenneka, put a one in my chat. There were people in the chat that believe that in these videos there's one Kenneka. Okay, that's understandable. But I'm telling you, in my opinion, it's not. All right. Shit, so much, y'all. So much. So
now, with Str8drop, I would lean a little bit more towards his theory, and say this. When Teresa seen the footage that was shown to her of Kenneka walking through those hallways, we know good and damn well it did not look like her all the way. I mean, think about it. When you saw her walk through the building when they first got there, she was a slender young lady, looking like she wore about, 125. But as she walked through the hallways, it looks like she put on 20, 30 pounds. It looked like she was 150 to 165. Come on now. I understand what Str8drop is saying at this point when he says Chicago has turned their back on Teresa, because she said no one did anything to my daughter. Now all of a sudden, there's a lawsuit.
I know y'all haven't seen me do no Kenneka Jenkins videos, right? And I don't know who watched the videos. Well, matter of fact, it's on my Facebook, right? It's on my Facebook. That's the video that society is saying that I was getting at the mother, right? I deleted that video off my Facebook for the fact that I didn't want people to stop. I didn't want people to stop to try to figure out the truth. Alright? I didn't want people to stop looking for the truth. Alright? Alright, I hit the mother up. I was been in contact with the Teresa. Alright? I can show you the Facebook, I can show you messages and everything. I got in contact with her was by her nephew. And I was sending him information. And then I guess the information I was sending was so right to the point that she contacted me on Facebook. So I sent her a couple links on private what I knew, and then I asked her a question, right? Alright, y'all, I found the fake Kenneka, alright? In the motel, coming in and leaving. I know I did, alright? The actor. Like, if I was to come out here after what Chosen and everybody else did down in the mom, and then I would did it, it would look crazy. So I was just doing research on the low low. But the main thing in the story is when I talked to the mom, I'll ask her questions and she would never answer them. And then I asked her a question. I was like, "Is that your daughter in the hotel?" She said, "Yeah." When I know damn well that's not Kenneka walking through the hallways.
The reason why he's saying that is because it seems like she's trying to cover something up. I mean, I don't want to point the finger at Miss Teresa at all, but it's been a lot of times throughout this case, throughout this year and a half, or however long it's been, that she did make herself look suspect. And you can't deny that. Now, I'm going to get off of that. If that is not Kenneka walking the hallways, who is it? Why is that person there? And where was Kenneka at that time? That's the question you have to ask And that's the question that needs to be answered. Now, if this person is proclaiming to be Kenneka, walking with Ty and the rest of the crew with peas in them, now we know this is definitely a lie, because the shoes don't even match up. Have you seen this footage? If not, look at it.
Come on, let's go.
Look at Kenneka to the right. Those are not her Jordans, for one. Something was blurred out on the front of her pants, and I believe that was that pouch. So that leaves us with the question. Do you believe that all three of these young ladies is the same person? Body shapes are different. Jackets look a little different. You make the choice. J4K.
Body to be global. Hey, we ain't playing with you. Really made.
But niggas be trippin', so they gon' starve today. I give them my last if my nigga ask. I'm giving my heart away. Can't say that I'm stingy, I gave away plenty. I'm pulling your card today. Whenever I'm needed, they wanna be close to me. So far away, far away.